beautiful Libras, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 20th. As you guys know, I am also doing weekly love forecasts every week, and this week, Libra, you guys are getting free access. I'm selecting a zodiac sign every week to give them free access to their love forecast for the exact same week. The link is down below, as well as the promo code, so just enter that in Vimeo and have access to your weekly love forecast. Now, this is your weekly general forecast, and it is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so check all three. And if this resonates with you, serves you in some way, please like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. It really does help, and I really appreciate it. All right, Libras, let's get started. Let's see. Whew. Guidance for the energy of Libra for the week of July 20th. And a theme for the week. It's so funny. I always ask the universe who should I start with? Who should I give the free promo code to? And I can see why it was you. And I always follow. So 2 of Wands, the Fool, the Moon, the Decision card, 4 of Wands, the Lovers, 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands. The theme of the week is the 5 of Swords, 5 of Coins, and the 2 of Swords. Definitely go check out your love reading for the week, and it's a little extension of this energy. I already did those first, so it's kind of interesting to see. So this week, Libras, you might notice that you might have to come back around to a decision in regards to your love life, in regards to partnerships, old collaborations. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It can absolutely be old friends, old collaborators, old business partners in some way. But for the most part, for most of you, and it could even be hookups. So it will be old partners. Starting out with the 2 of Wands, this might have been somebody that you perhaps, it would have either been a long friendship or a long relationship or just back and forth for quite some time. You have the Fool on top of it. You are trying to start a new path in regards to your relationships, Libra, but this week it's bringing it back around. You have the Moon and the Decision card. The reason this is happening is not to punish you in any way. It's because there's still aspects that you're holding on to and maybe you can't quite shake. So sometimes this happens so that we can face some kind of fear or come to some kind of realization so that we can make the decision that best reflects our self-respect and our self-confidence and our self-love. So this is coming not to intimidate you. It's not coming to make your life hard. It's coming so that you can improve your plans. It's coming so you can trust your gut, so you can finally have that resolution in some way with this person. You have the 4 of Wands of the Lovers. For some of you, these can be old divorce, people you lived with. These can be, the 4 of Wands tends to be marriage, people you lived with, married to, or just with for quite some time. You have the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You must stay determined when it comes to this. There's something within yourself. So Libra, there on some level, you've been asking to move forward in life. Now, all of us, right, to some degree, maybe in your love life, maybe in your career, maybe in some goal. But no matter what it is, it always requires a sense of self-worth, of self-value, of self-respect, because achieving something, possessing something, experiencing something is knowing that we deserve it. And something about this old relationship is messing with that because you're ready to go. Leap of faith is, let's do this, Now, some of you might be tempted to start a whole new chapter, start fresh with this person. But when you have the 9 of Wands, they're asking you to be careful here. Stay determined because you did it for a reason. The Knight of Wands here tends to be somebody who can be a little bit of a player, So if you had any of, third-party situations or a lot of talk, like, yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then nothing happened, Just understand, or if it was just really sexual, a lot of chemistry, making sure the decisions you're making is coming from this higher place, this place of self-love and respect and self-control. The 9 of Wands, like, look you've worked real hard to get where you're at, Libra, whether it's that peace of mind, finally feeling clear-headed, dating, happy, or just not crying every day, whatever your new level is. They're saying, look this is not a tango we're doing here. We're not doing 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. No, you stand firm. You stand firm when you keep going in the direction, and whoever is meant to walk this path with you either has to level up or go. And this is what they're talking about. Now, the theme of the week is the 5 of Coins and the 2 of Swords. The 5 of Coins is that victim mentality. The 2 of Swords are 2 people who are at a crossroads. They're at a stalemate, 2 swords crossing. There's a big ass elephant in the room, Libra. That's like, it's right there. Like, You can see somebody from the past and be like, oh my God, and get all those jitters, right? Or like, ooh. And then they open their mouth and they say that one thing that brings back like all that trauma. You're like, now I remember why I walked away. Now I remember, maybe sometimes we need that. And so you're going to probably be in a little bit of more of a challenging situation, mostly mental for you. You might be like, oh, I don't know what to do. But that wasn't the case a week ago. You knew exactly what to do. What has changed and what's making you stand still? Let's get some more clarity here. The love reading does go into depth about this, but I'm just going to get one more clarity card here. 6 of Coins. One second. Six of Coins, Knight of Cups, King of Wands. You know what this reminds me of? Some relationships we have, this is not about the love, but sometimes you're not given enough. You're barely given enough to like sustain, but you're starving, whether for affection or commitment or love or caring, it's like barely getting by, and they might say the right things and do the right things and talk about this big vision. But is it depth? Is it real? Is it just romantic talk? Is it just this big visionary talk? Or is it substance, guys? And this is why you feel victim. This is why you feel empty. This is probably why you felt empty before. Now, for all those Libras who are happy in relationships, bravo. But then if that's the case, this is you guys renegotiating terms in terms of the future. The Two of Wands, starting fresh, moving in new directions in some way. But for this, I do feel this is talking to a lot of the Libras who are being held back in some way and face that old fear and what ifs, and maybe you need this. You were like, no, I don't want to go through the pain. Well, something's holding back, so it's going to come back around so you can see this, okay? But don't identify, don't embody it. See it objectively and be like, assess. Go access that love reading down below. I think you'll have a better idea of what I'm talking about. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a distance healing, my link is down below, guys. Otherwise, I will see you next week for next week's readings.